Well. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 3 of Fall Asleep. We are playing Town to City today. And this is going to be a big day. We've got a lot of upgrading to do, a lot of decorating, and we have a lot of houses that need to go in for our new villagers. So first thing I want to do is, obviously, we have to upgrade our city. So I think we got to get into that. Here we go. And just like that, we are up to now stage 4. Last episode I left you off at stage 3 and you've been waiting, so here you are. I'm really glad that we were able to upgrade. Yes, here we go. Very nice. Okay, because now we have more stuff that we are able to implement into our town. Okay, great. You can access Fontabrach whenever you wish to start your farming journey by opening the map overview in top left corner. Well, I think let's have a little look at it. I think maybe we do some more stuff on this episode in this map. And then next episode we'll move over to Fontabrach and we will have a little look at all of the farming stuff that's available there. There's a couple of people here that need to move in. I've got one house available, a regular house and a regular house. Now, we don't have any houses available here. However, in this small town, we have many different houses, or options really. Okay, so let's just go with the artisan class. This is going to be for a higher group of population, supposedly a luxurious group. And how much more do we have left? 675. Let's go with the carpenter because that opens up this. Okay, great. So I guess look. We'll go with the smithy as well. We have the points for it. So if I'm going to go into houses, where shall we put this new residency? I feel like because they are a more luxurious group of townsfolk, they need to go up on a hill of some sort. Or we could add them into here and have this curve around the back of this place behind these houses here. We could also make this down here all housing, and then more shops in here with some markets. So I think I don't want this to be all blocked off, so I want to have access to over here. So, and we all have access all the way over here as well. So I think when we get this down, let's just keep expanding this way. Across here, like this. And we'll go with the red. And we can just base it off of this hill that we've got here. So let's have it going off the back of the hill and we can have a railing behind the houses. Let's put it here. I don't want it to be random. I want the faded orange. Ooh, if that was the same one, no, it was the red. It was the red. So let's have another red one. Just behind it. Next to it here. Another one right beside it. Just to start with, and then I would like some houses that are surrounding this piece of water here. I would also like to decorate this pond as well. So let's just add a little pathway here. That's a bit big. Let's just scale that down a little. Add that to there. Great. Let's add a couple of these families into here. And we've got one more. Oh no, we don't. They've gone. Great. Let's just add one more person to here because there's more housing. And we're going to have to do that again in a minute as well when we upgrade further. So I'd also like to upgrade, let's see, upgrade house. So we can do it on not these ones. What about add another floor? Let's add another floor to those two. And let's upgrade a couple of these bad boys. So we can't upgrade them, they're already upgraded. But we can upgrade to artesian. Okay, so that's just going to make them look like these. So let's do a couple of these. Add a little bit of variety in here. And we'll do a couple of these little ones back here. That one. And these two. Great. So that made everyone a little unsatisfied. They don't receive enough luxury. Great, well we will fix that for them. Let us add a couple more workers. Because everywhere is seeming to be understaffed at the moment. Let's just do everyone. And what do they need? Okay, they just need more workers. So, desires a house decorate. Okay, let's do, well, there's a 20 in the middle here. Great. And what does this guy need? Live in an artesian residence. Great, well, let's do either of these two. So they're happy. Perfect. Now, does that mean we have more? We don't. Well, they can hold off for the time being. Now, I'd like to go up here and check the new request. What do you think our house could do with some fancy fences? Well, don't you worry, because I was going to add fences behind your house. So, let us... Very nice. So I think behind the house we can add some fences in here. Just to kind of say, hey, please be careful. There's a ledge right there. Let's go all the way to the edge here. And I think we can go all the way up to this little bit right here. Trees. Trees. No, I went in the tree section. Okay, well... Fancy those fences. I feel a little boxed in there. Oh well, at least I have the prettiest house in the area.
Ollie.
Great work. Hello. And thanks. Great, well, we have another request. Everyone says I'm reading too much. I apparently have an unhealthy obsession with books and should get out more. Well, I'll show them my idea of outdoor activity. Could we create a reading spot near my house? One with a bench, a good amount of shade, and a light source. Of course. This seems like a great spot. So, I'm going to move this back here. And what I'm thinking is... we have a little fenced off area. Maybe it's hedged off. That's because that tree's there still. Very nice. So let's do a low hedge back of this house. And it's just going to here. And let's do a fence on the outside of it as well. Nice, great. And I'd like to put a little Jacko in here. Maybe a big one. Big orange one. Right on the edge here. Put that there with one of these back in this corner here. I haven't used the little one yet, so that'll be a nice little addition there. Let's get another little light source back in this corner here. And no, let's put it up on the wall here. Let's get rid of this one. And this one. And I think for here we should put in some beautiful flowers, huh? Maybe a tree in here. Some shrubs. Beautiful. That's a nice spot. I would read there. Perfect. Thank you. So, now that that's done, I think we need to move in a couple of people. We have some houses ready. And then we need to go into our research area. So, we didn't get to add in the carpentry. And I think we need to do the clockmaker. And the launderer. Okay, so let's add these in. And I think we need to expand off of our already shops area. So I think we need to pull them through here and around this kind of corner over here. So, where are we going to find them? Ah, here I suppose. Quite expensive. Small workforce and higher production capacity. So I'm going to put this one over this side because it's quite a industrial looking building. So let's spin it around. And can we get it in this? I guess we're going to have to get it right here. Great. And let's get the carpenter on the end here. And how much space are we going to have? This is quite a big building here. I don't want to build it too close to those houses there. So I think if we put this fella over here on this side, we'll remove a tree or two. And we place in this fella somewhere over here. I'd like to put this here. It's a big ask, isn't it? It's going to hit almost all of them. It is going to hit all of them. Great. Unless I put it... I don't want to put it right next to those houses. So what if we try and slip him in here? Just around the back of these houses. Move these out of the way for now. And let's try and dump him in here. Boom. Great. So let's get a couple of workers in here. Oh, I can add artisans. So hold on a minute. Add an artisan to increase the number of serviceable people. Interesting. So why can I add artisans? Great. So this is quite weak now. And I think I'm just going to add in a little desire path through here. Quite small. Just to connect that up a little. I do like the dirt, keeping that dirt. Great. This warehouse is placed very far away from the station. Well, how about I build another warehouse? It's quite close to the station. The station's only here. Wouldn't mind having another warehouse. And where do I find the warehouse? Here. So I think putting... I don't want to put the warehouse behind this home over here. High transport, high demand. So we need more townsfolk. Okay, so we need to add more housing. We don't have any homes available. So desires a house near water. So I think we need to move on and move over here to start building some homes around this water here. So that is what I'm going to do. Going to do some artesian houses, some of the bigger ones in the yellow. I like the yellow. Right on the sand line. Let's see. I think if we put it don't want to do it too close. I think if we put them here and they curve around the water. It's okay. I'll just pull it back a little bit. Great. create some gaps in between, and then we can decorate it. And this will be the last one. I would like to leave a gap behind there so we can still get through, because eventually we'll be building down here. Maybe some farms in the next episode. So let's build a pathway out of sand, of course. There's one dodgy pathway. Let's just redo that here. I rushed it. So let's connect them all up. There we go. And then let's just create a little pathway leading to here. And let's upgrade this. Very nice. Make this one a little bit thicker, huh? Just upgrade that. Beautiful. I'm not sure why that is a different height. Right. Okay, and just like that, we have a decorated little beach area. I'm just going to put some lighting back here. And that will glow quite nicely. I've been using the autumn leaves texture on the ground quite recently. I've put it all the way around the mayor's house, around these houses, and I was doing a little bit of decorating off camera yesterday. Just going through all of these little areas, just adding a couple of little bits and bobs. So now I think we need to just add a couple more workers. We don't have any townsfolk, so normal housing we're going to have to add as well. Desires a house surrounded by decorations from the light. So you'll be good in this one. And we needed some for the water. So that was you there. Now, I'm going to add one in there and add you in there. Great. Now I think it's time to decorate this little area in here. Alright, and just like that, we have a very meticulously detailed industry section. And I think we need to move on because we have a lot of unhappy townsfolk here. So we need to add in some of these normal houses again and make it a bit more luxurious. So to make it luxurious, how are we going to do this? What do we need to add in? I guess a couple of this luxury pieces, metal decorations and signs. So I think we should... We don't have any people. I think we need to add in... here it is, great. Let's remove... No, I like the aesthetic for that. Let's put some of these green seats here. Let's put one here. It makes them a little happier. And let's go through here and kind of just add in a couple of these. One here. And I think these guys might want one out front of their house. Yeah. Couple of these. Nicer lights. Going up there. Little walkway here. Street sign. Let's put one of these right here. Let's just go through and place these around the place. Put one here, right next to this lamp. Let's place that there. Go through and place a couple of these little signs around the joint. So it seems like it can't go inside of the other... Oh, I can put it on the edge. Well, that's cool. That's nifty. Can I put it on this too? I'll put it there. That's nice, I put it on that. That's good. Put one on the side of this house here. And there, great. So they're still unhappy. It's not luxurious enough for them, and they can't get connections to... What is this? I'm not sure of that one yet. Looks like it's to do with something in here. Some more decorations as well, and then we can move on to the boots. So, okay, great. Let's get a clock. I assume I can hang this somewhere as well. So let's get a clock in here, which would make sense. There's a clock up there already. So let's get one just next to this here. That's in the way, isn't it? Great. One right there. And we'll go up near the train station and put one here. You can see that from both sides. Great. So what I really think we need to do is to make some of these normal houses the townsfolk residents. So let's just go in and add a bunch of these. I would like to make it close to this area, just because it is central to everything. So let's put a red one in here, facing this way. And I'll put just another one here. Probably not where that lamp is. I have to remove that lamp. And it'll have to go here. I'd like it to go not in the way of the path. There we go. So the path can now go around it. So if I have one here as well, great. And then I think I'm going to place them going down the edge here still, following the path that we had previously made in the yellow. And just to maximize the space I put in there. And I'll put an artesian here. Great. Now I'm going to upgrade these. I'm going to kick these to at least 4 here. I just like the aesthetic there. I think I might move these two around because I like the small one in the middle. There we go, just so it's not blocking off the view and so it doesn't make it look too large there. Great, so we've got a couple more houses here for our townsfolk, which is good. So let's move in a couple of them. And we need to add more workers now due to having more people in. We still have quite a lot of unhappy faces, which it obviously isn't luxurious enough for them. So I'm going to add in some more of the fun entertainment areas for my friends here. And I'll also add in a couple of these little markets. Let's do a cheese stall. And let's have a cheese stall just going off the edge. Maybe this right here. Nice. And because of the cheese stall, I'm going to put in, what else? A fruit. Kind of coming off of that. And right next to the fruit, put in the vegetable store. Just round this off a little. Very nice. So now we need to get just a couple more people in. Not sure how this is past 19, but it will add you in there. And someone who wants a normal home, so I'm going to put you just back here, away from everything. Now let's add a couple of workers to these areas up here, just to make these guys a bit more happy. I'm not sure how many we have left, not a lot. And we also need to get someone in here. So artisans are working, and everyone's becoming a little more happy. Great. So I'd like to check my new request. I recently discovered there exist more lovers of prose in this town. It's not just me. So I'm thinking of starting a book club. Wouldn't it be wonderful to read the silent, non-intrusive company of others? I haven't thought of a name yet, but let's expand our little ideal to seat more avid readers. Alright. So, I guess we have to set a little reading spot. Which I'd like it to be kind of central to everywhere here. Maybe around here somewhere. I'd like this to be a nice little reading spot here. So place a lot of seating in the area, which there already is. So maybe if we kind of just do that and put an extra tree in. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Great. It's a gorgeous location. As for yep, do whatever you want. Wow, great. Yeah, I originally made this so it is kind of like a hangout spot for all of the townsfolk, where they can come and relax and read. So I appreciate that she wanted to understand that that is a spot that you can do that. So it's all yours. Now I'm just looking for this. And I'd like to put one of these around here somewhere. Maybe here. Yeah, nice. Now I want to make this a little bit more luxurious as well. Which these guys, I guess, don't have any access to all of this fun stuff. So I'm going to have to add in, I guess, another one somewhere. Let's do a street organ. And does that hit this road here? If I put this here, that's going to hit this here, but I don't want it to be a street organ. Maybe a little puppet. And I'll just have to move it up a little bit just so it doesn't hit the desire path that I've put in here. Great. Just moved it up a little. So they still don't have access, do they? Well, how so? Thought you did. So I'm gonna have to go through and upgrade all of these roads, I think. Just so I can reach a bit further. I wouldn't like to. And it'd be great if I can change the colour of these roads too. The upgraded road, that is. Maybe sometime in the future. And I want this to be dirt still up here. However, I'll upgrade it. Let's upgrade it. Upgrade the whole thing. And this little piece here. I like that actually. Let's just curve through here and upgrade this little piece. Okay. We'll just come through and make this a little larger. And then we'll upgrade it again. Maybe even larger than that. How's this? Very nice, I like that. So they're more happy with that now. But it's still not enough. It's still not enough. I'm going to put a piece of dirt in the middle. Super small. At 1. And put a little tree in the middle of it. Maybe a bit bigger than this one. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I'll do the same over here. It's interesting that you can just do it like that, but maybe I do it like this instead. I can't. Okay. Great. Let's add a couple of workers here. And I think if we can move a couple people in to these normal housing, as much as we can. I'll do the 19 here. So let's get a couple of workers over here just to make the... oh. Very nice. I didn't know you could do that. That's great. Control click automatically adds the workers. That's perfect. So we still have some upset people. And I think I know why. They're not too happy with their boots. So let's go down to our boot store. And I think we need to add in... they've got that already. And that's hitting these guys. This is not hitting that house right there. I'm going to pull this one across. Put him here. Great. So why is that not hitting this house? Because that is all the way there. Well, they're happy now. And if I were to move them back, they were to be unhappy. They don't like it here. I don't want that in my vision. Thank you, though. It's facing the wrong way. Well, let's leave it there for now, and maybe we can just put in another house. Don't know if it will fit. It's a smaller model. Maybe we do one of these houses. Oh, it clicked. So right there it fits. However, this one won't. I don't know why. Let's add in this house as the red. The imposter. It's a little different. And we'll just upgrade it as well. This one. Plus 2 8. There we go. Great. So I'd like to add in a couple of these normal houses back again. The first houses, the townsfolk ones, into here. I think we have enough of the Asian ones for now. So let's add these in here. If it will not clip, there we go. Beautiful. It's factory workers asleep. So too many assigned workers, supposedly. Great. So these guys want to be near... What does that mean? They want to be near where? A house with houseware shops nearby. Great. Well, this one will do. And you want to be near this joy and excitement. You can go in this house here. So that's making everyone around here happy, almost. And now what does this mean? No workers available to fulfill... So they just need more workers. So that's fine. These places just need more workers. Great. So let's check out our research menu and we can grab... Let's finish off all the decorations first. And where will the wooden decorations be? In the wood. Perfect. So if we come across a little area where we need this, sure, I'll put a table in. Maybe around here at some stage. Oh, that's really cool. Wow, this game has a lot of customization, so I could really do basically anything I need. That's really cool. And this can go on the wall, maybe. Yeah, let's put this here anyway. Oh no, let's not. Let's put it there. A chair. Little chair. Great. So, great. Good to know. So I'd also like to just add a couple of flowers on this house while we're here. And some lights, maybe. No, that won't go there. Yeah, very nice. Put that right in the middle there. And maybe on the side there. Great. So let's move in a couple more people. They're wanting a house near food. So that works well. And they're wanting a house surrounded by lots of trees. So that also works well. What other houses? Let's do this one. And let's upgrade these 3 here. Let's also add in a couple of workers. Ooh. In here. In here. Great. So our town is developing quite nicely. I like that this shape has developed. And I think I was going to add a little pathway through here, but I really don't think there needs to be to connect this up at all. I'd like to add a couple of workers here too, but I think we still need to add some more houses. So I think our main idea here is to get rid of a lot of these trees. Let's get rid of all of these. let's do these ones as well. Great. Alright, so we have a couple. I haven't seen this before. A house with multiple floors. Well, you're gonna have to go with this one. And you'd like a house with some fun plus stuff. Great. Okay, great. So let us add a couple of workers here. And you'd like a house with many neighborhood folk. Great. Perfect. So I think what we need to do is add in some more of these townsfolk houses. I am aware that we can upgrade to town. However, I would love to unlock the stonework decorations and the clock gate before we upgrade, just so I'm not falling behind at all. Talking about that, let's grab the stonework decorations and head into here. Okie dokie. Great. So they're getting a little bit more happy. 89 and 70. That's really good. Perfect. So I wonder if we add in more of the townfolk houses. I'd also like to have space for some farms close to the inner city. So I think if we add in a couple of these, going up the wall, up like this through here, depends how far we can kind of get it up the wall here. That might be quite nice. But in this little area, I think I'm going to put in... Oh, what did we unlock? Ah, very nice. Oh, great. That's really cool. So I think... And a ladder. That's fun. I'll put the ladder... I'll put a ladder here. Great. So... Let's do... a hedge. Oh, and stone walls. Perfect. I think we should do a hedge here. And kind of make like a little area, a little fun play area. And then we can add more houses going this way. Great. Perfect. Maybe we put a little fountain in there as well instead, and make this look like a nice little trophy area, if you will. It's not quite where I wanted it. Just have to shuffle it over a little. And I think I'm going to have to get rid of... Oh no, I'm going to have to get rid of the whole thing. So, let us find the hedge again. We'll go from here to here. We'll go here to here. And to the end. Great, and we'll just add that up. If I can. Perfect. I can upgrade the mayor's home. That's sweet. I'd like to... I haven't seen this before. That's interesting. I wonder what I can... I think I'll just leave it hedge, maybe. Yeah, I think let's just leave this hedge. It's gonna go all the way around with that. Okay, let's add in one of these. It's too big. I think we just add in this small one here. And we extend this over. Very nice. Adding some stonage here. We'll fix it up in a second. Okay, so I'd like to add in a couple cool little thingy-me-bobs here, I guess. Maybe a box or two. I'll put them up there. Interesting. Let's do a couple of hanging lights. Back there. Put one up there. One outside. And a couple of these new chairs as well. Opposite facing each other. And these stone ones back here. Now, let's do... Can we add in any greenery in here? Maybe in the middle back here. Very nice. And then now we can have our pathway going a bit smaller through here and up to these homes this way. So let's add in a couple of these houses, shall we? think I want them to be blue. I'm not sure. The pathway was just a rough estimation. Let's do here. Just following this up a bit. And we'll have to get rid of this rock here. Now let's put a pathway in. And they're all connected. And I think I will just destroy this before anyone moves in. Change the color. Very nice. And I'll just add a couple more. We'll do a couple of artesian ones. What haven't we gone with the white? Very nice. I would like to make these look a bit better than just a couple of houses that are stuck next to each other. Which we will, trust me. But for now I just need the homes in here so we can get the residents in. So that really affected every single one of them, getting rid of that. Wow. Quite fascinating, that. Great. So we've got a couple of homes, a couple of families that need to move in near the clothing store, so you can hop in there. A comfortable house. So none of these are regular or comfortable. I guess one of these ones. However, they don't really have any luxury. And you were just like a normal home. Right. So because of these guys not having any luxury, I think what we're going to have to do is put a fence up that we're near here and add some markets and some stalls, some shops along through here. So I'm going to map out a little area through here with the dirt. I think if we have this splitting off through here, then we can have some markets through here. I would like to have a farm up here somewhere. We could have some more markets back here too, which would be nice. Or something to go back there. So if we have this pathway through here, these guys wouldn't be too far away from these markets, right? Surely not. Let's take a look. Let's go for a pathway through here and pathway through here. Let's put a couple of shops. Through here. Let's get a barber in. on this side here, and then we can have a pathway going like this with a couple of shops around the edge there. Clothing store. Oh, I thought that connected. Let's put, yeah, look, let's put it here. And then we'll do you there. And we can add in I think if we do the bistro in the middle here, we can have a nice little eating area on the left there. Could be quite nice, wouldn't it? A little yard. So let's go through here and we'll just add a little fence after this has been built, of course. I do like the uneven kind of shape to it all. I don't really mind that. Let's put a little brick wall here. And just going to the back of this. We'll leave a gap there to here. All the way down here. Just like that. Very nice. It's a little interesting of a shape. I am going to fix this now that I've seen it from above. I'm going to keep it on this straight axis though. Oh. So let's just go straight line on the dirt. I have to hold this down. Very nice. Okay. I'll do the same just to here. And then let's draw this back in again. Not worrying about what's there. That's nice. Great. Okay. Right, well, let's just fix this if I can grab it. Great. Thank you. Great. Interesting. So to get in here, you'd have to go through the store, through here, and great. Okay. So let's put in a little bit of this pathway through here. This up a little. Great. Okay, so I'm going to pull all of our shops here in a little. That was too far, I suppose. And let's bring our shoe store in. Let's try and get rid of some of this. There we go. If we can pull this back. There we go. And our optometrist. Great. Great. Very nice. Oops. So now it seems like we need another what is this thing called? Warehouse. Oh, we don't. Okay, great. So I'd still like if this pathway was coming down through here. And this one, I'm not sure. I think I'd still want it coming down here at some stage, and this can come up this way. And then we can have a little desire path coming through here, because no real person is going to be using that actual pathway. You know? Cool, cool. Okay, so to do with these guys, they need to link up to these shops up through here. And I think we should upgrade all of these roads too. Just so it reaches a little better. Now they're happy, but they're still not as luxurious as they'd like to be. So let's upgrade that. It's making all these guys happy. Let's put these guys in a home. And more homes mean more workers, of course. So that's always good. So let's get a couple of workers in here. How many do we have? 2, 3 already. 1, 4. Great. Let's get one more in here. And let's get... we don't have anyone working in here, do we? We do. 4, actually. Just trying to go through and see what we don't have many workers in. Great. Awesome. So this still doesn't have great access to our warehouse, but that is okay. I'm going to just expand this pathway a little. And upgrade. Just so it expands a little. Because the game does this weird thing where it takes the original size of the pathway and kind of splits it in half a little when you upgrade it. Okay, here, so there is no warehouse coming down this side, so I'm just going to build a brand new warehouse. We need a clock maker. Wow. So where should we put the clock maker first? Should we have his own kind of little special area back here? Look, I think we'll do that. But I'm going to add in a warehouse first. Which I don't know where the warehouses have gone. Here they are. So we got a large warehouse. I like the large warehouses. They help a little bit more than the smaller ones, of course. I suppose it works better with more employees. So let's get it back behind here. I'm going to have to get rid of that rock. I'll get rid of this. And we'll put it back here. Very nice. We'll just go straight across this way. And I'm going to have to fix that now anyway. I don't really like the thickness of how it's made it. I'm going to go through with the straight line here again. Press on here and just go straight like this. Press on here and go straight like this. Great, and then I'll just upgrade all of this. I have to do the same with these other roads. It's been a bit dodgy with the thickness. Awesome. I'm not sure what's happened here. Let's just do that for now. Upgrade that. And then I wanted this to be all plaza. Halfway through here. Oops. Let's get rid of this. Right, let's just leave that for now, I don't mind. I am going to fix this little corner here. Firstly. Yeah, it's the largest it will do, I suppose. Great. So let's fix up this pathway here. And we need to get a worker in here. Very nice. Let's get 4. And that's sending straight to those guys. That's good. Great. Awesome. Let's load these guys in. Where do you want to go? 19. And you want to go somewhere 20. Great. You want to go into a normal house. So So let's just get you up. Let's get you down here. Perfect. Alright, well, last thing we need to get before we get to upgrade to town is the clock gate. So let's just get that. And where should we put it? I feel like it's only fitting if we have it somewhere nice. We can put it here and have our tower, our clock area this way. It's like a secret hidden area. Or we could have it here. Going into... kind of like going into the special zone. Yeah, let's do it like this. Where do we have it here? Oh, let's have it here for now. Yeah, very nice. And let's just have these roads a little bit thicker. Well, they're sad now, but they'll be happy in a minute. Great, and it's all of these roads through here. I'm not really going to worry about these. You can't really see them, and they serve their purpose, I think. I hope. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go through. Don't want to mess up the sand. I'm going to have to do all of the sand again, and you guys know how much I love doing the sand. Let's do all of it. They're going to hate me. Their happiness is still at 81. It's not that terrible. For now. Oh, they're starting to dislike this. And let's have this go through here. Up through here. And that way. Up through this way. And to this path here. These guys don't seem to mind. Let's do these paths back here as well. Wow, so you really can see just which roads were terrible. It's all the dirt. Great, well let's go through and upgrade it all. We'll go on the max setting. And I'll just do this one as well, I suppose. Alright, here we go. Wow, that was expensive. That was really expensive. We don't even have enough. That was so expensive. Because we did such a wide area. Such a big area. But if we drop this down a bit. There we go. It's not going to be as much. We don't have enough again. So let's just let go of that for a minute. So we've done everything in here we need. We don't have the farm stuff yet. We will unlock that next episode. Let's get a couple of workers in here. There you go. A couple of more workers in there. A couple in here. And they're snoozing away. Great. We don't have enough money. So everyone's kind of making their way to work. Expensive. Come on, guys. Work so I can upgrade your roads for you. What is this? I've got $1 to my name. What kind of mayor am I? Letting you poor friends starve. Alright, I think we gotta upgrade this as well. I would like it sand, but honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to have a sand road here just because of these artesian houses. So what is happening here? I hope that doesn't affect this much. Maybe if I just pull this house back a little. And then we can put this pathway in a bit further. Upgrade that. As long as it reaches, I don't mind. And looks okay. Then it's fine with me. So, what's wrong with you guys? No excitement going on around here. Well, I can change that. You want some excitement? You want a ball throwing game? I'll give you a ball throwing game. There you go. Right there. Hopefully that reaches. It doesn't reach, does it? Oh no, that's not even like remotely connected. Maybe I'll put another one down here. There you go. You happy? Tell me you're happy. You're not happy? Oh, because they need a worker in there? You would like a normal house? You need a neighborhood house? Let's do this one. And you need a normal house as well. Great, let's give you this one. So let's put a worker in here. And hopefully they become more happy. Yes, just about. How many more do I need? House doesn't receive enough luxury. Oh, so it needs connections for 2 of each, maybe. Interesting. So in reality, we need just more people coming in for jobs. Got the money coming in now. We can continue to upgrade these roads for the people of the town. The ungrateful friends. I did not expect that first one to rack up $5,000. To be honest with you, that was a lot. Great. So, is that all of the roads? Oh, what's happened here? Come to just upgrade this. It would be great if I could change the color of the upgraded cloth. Or just like the shade or anything really. But that's not really... Yeah. It's not really an option at the moment. Alright. Let me get a couple more people in wanting to move in. Let's do this one for the plus 20. And I guess this one. And who are these guys? Neighborly. Great. So let's get a couple more people moving in here as well. So usually I would like to be working on a project like this in sections. However, because we're at a stage where we're in a cycle where we have townsfolk coming in, we have to get them in a house, and then we need to use the money from them at somewhere else. So it's constantly going back, building houses, giving jobs, back to the location, etc. Now these guys still need luxury, apparently. We're not earning enough from them. Right. Awesome. Well, I think after we've put these guys in here, and here, boom and boom, I think I'm going to leave that episode here. And next episode we will upgrade to level 5, I believe it is, which is the town. So we're on small town now. We've got town, and then we've got a couple of locked pages left. And next episode we will also be exploring the farms on the different map. So hang tight for that. And thank you so much for watching and sticking around. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, friends.